How's it going? My name is Gabriel. I'm Blake Stevenson's cousin. I agreed to do a pre-video of an upcoming Bumble date I'm about to go on for the first time. It's like a blind Bumble date kind of. One of the things is that I don't like doing these because I've had bad experiences with meeting people online, aka I've been catfished a couple times, so I'm really nervous about it. So I thought I would let him know. And he asked me if I could do a video about it. I was like, let's do it. I'm down. I ain't got nothing to hide. So this is me. I've uploaded my up-to-date pictures. I'm a little chunky, but I'm sexy, slim, thick, so watch out. Have a great personality, wink, wink. And I'm actually kind of looking forward to it. I talked to this girl for a couple days, and she asked me to come out this Friday, so we're going to see how it goes. I'll keep you posted, and I'll hit you up right before I'm about to go on the date. Show you how I'm feeling.
I've been searching for you here for so long, so long. I've been searching for you here for so long, so long.
What is happening, everybody? It is your boy Blake Money Blake Weather. Welcome to another episode, Unfiltered Bachelor. I am your Unfiltered Bachelor, Blake Money Blake Weather. I said my name twice. What is it? 15 seconds? I don't have a problem with that, but
nor should you.
welcome, everybody. How are y'all doing on this fabulous, what is it, Sunday, February 23rd, bro.
It's already February 23rd.
I can't believe it's already like end of February. It was already.
I'm glad it's past Valentine's Day. Thank God, because all these memories off of like Snapchat be putting you in the feels,
bro. And you got.
But also all of these memes are like having me rolling too.
If you can't already tell, I have my partner in crime, my cousin, your friend, y'all's favorite, my cousin Gabriel.
How's it going?
How are you doing?
I'm doing better. I'm doing good.
Are you doing fabulous?
Fabulous.
I love it. We had brunch today, huh?
We had good brunch. Oh my God, I was surprised.
I was surprised at what?
How good the food was at a regular
At a sports bar, right?
Oaks, what's it called?
Oak. It's just Oak.
Sorry,
Oak Sports Bar.
Sports bar.
Yeah.
It was delicious.
How good was that? The food was too fucking good to be at like a place like that.
It wasn't even that overpriced.
Right.
The food was good. The tacos. Oh my God. You don't expect to find good breakfast tacos at a
sports bar.
But I also love the chicken tenders. Good Lord. Only thing I have to say, I have to say it. Y'all didn't have waffles because you didn't have any waffle batter.
Yeah. Well, how the fuck you not got waffle batter?
That's the only issue that I have. But we had an awesome
issue.
bartender. Her name was, shout out to Brenna.
Shout out to
Slim
Brenna.
Thick. That's her words, not ours.
Slim Thickens. Bro, what's up with these hoes, Gabriel?
Oh man, shout out to the hoes, but I don't know. Are we going there? Are we going?
I mean, we're going places. You seem to have I'll say it. You seem to have a whole lot of problems.
Ooh. I do and I don't. It's only, it is what it is. Sometimes you.
So I want to clear this up. It was a few weeks ago, and I posted this on my podcast.
Oh,
you went on a date.
Oh, I did, from Bumble.
It was from Bumble, and you thought you were going to be what the kids call
catfish.
So let's talk about this.
Okay.
Let's talk. Wait. Let's set this up though.
Let's explain one little thing. So I don't use the dating apps that much anymore because, as I told my cousin Blake, man, like I've only met I think 7 people total in the last 2 years. I've used
off of apps.
Off of all the apps you ever told.
I have gone on like 30 first dates from apps, bro.
Let me finish. I've only met probably 7 people total. Only 2 of them look just like their photos.
Really?
And I ended up hooking up. Sorry. Let me PG.
Yeah, rephrase that.
Let me PG 13.
We are gentlemen here.
I've only ever made something out of 2 of them because they both look like their photo, and I actually went, I think, the distance trying to go on like a relationship with the last one, but out of like the 7, only 2 look like their photos.
Okay.
The 5 prior to this date, because now there's 8 total. There's 8. Like they didn't look like their photos. Now keep in mind, I'm not shallow. If I like your personality, I'm going to go out. I'm going to still go through with a date. All I'm saying is I just haven't had the best luck with these apps. So I told you that.
Mm-hmm. We posted this on social media about 2
We
weeks
never
ago.
posted all the clips. We should have posted them all though.
Yeah, no. So we got some clips. I'll probably mix in here with this, but the clips that we got. I mean, so I posted on social media. Do you think my cousin was gonna be catfish?
Can't believe how many people voted yes,
Bro.
Only like the select few didn't post no. Some of them were being sweet because we knew them.
So by the end of this, let me tell you the stats.
Oh, you kept them? No. It's
Yes.
been like 2 weeks since the date.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, which she hasn't texted back, by the way. But I kind of.
Hey, don't give away the ending.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
The very end of this was, let me see, 75% of people thought you would be catfished, and 25% thought you would not be catfished.
Which I kind of was.
So this was February 7th. We're rewinding this.
Mm-hmm.
February 7th, we're winding this. We're going back. You meet this girl on Bumble.
Mm-hmm.
She's not a bad looking girl.
Pretty face.
Pretty face. Okay. So, you meet this girl
Mm-hmm.
on Bumble.
Right.
When do you, like, and I know you're not the only one that's dealt with this. When do you start to suspect, be like, am I going to be catfished?
Well, how I suspect it is how their photos obviously don't have any body shots.
Yeah, it's a big thing. I think it's a big thing for guys and girls, no?
Yeah, I think it's for both. Now, I'm not as ripped as I was in college. I'm not going to front, but I'm sexy, slim, thick. I've said it.
Okay.
And I post my body shots. I ain't got nothing to be ashamed of because you get what you see. And I've always been told from my boy Blake, because most of the time you're the one that sets up my profile. Just saying. Okay. You helped me set it up. So we post the most recent picture. If you're in it, you're in it.
Yeah.
If you're in it, you're in it. So for the most part, I'm always trying to be open-minded. So it is what it is. But then I recently learned if they don't have their Instagram attached to it.
That don't mean a damn thing. I don't have my Instagram attached to mine.
Oh, okay. Well, I was just going off.
Do you have your Instagram attached to yours?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah, I ain't got nothing to hide. Like,
I'm not trying to hide, but it's just like I don't feel like I want people.
It's look. It's like, all right. It's like not a hide or like not hide thing. It's just that I don't know. I'm not experienced with it.
I think
I just did it so I can have extra pictures in case they want to look.
They don't want to look at you.
So anywho,
I think here's a big thing for like Bumble. If you're like people are talking about like, are you gonna be
online
catfished?
apps dating?
Just on Bumble for sure. Is like you get the verification check. Remember I was talking about the
See, I never knew that until you just told me.
And I think and that is always when I match with somebody. Did it had a blue check? Because it takes 10 seconds. If you're the
I didn't know there was a blue check.
Yeah, if you are the person that you say you are, it gives you a little thing. All it does is say, hey, we're going to take a quick picture of you. Give us 5 minutes. We're going to verify this picture looks like the pictures you've posted. And you have to take this live, though. You have to take this, like, right now.
See, this is thorough. I never knew you could do that to Bumble until you told me, like, before the date.
So when girls...
Now I'm looking at that. If I
at the blue check, yeah. I always would exclusively,
like I said, I wasn't that experienced. I was just telling you from the times that I did. And like I said, over the last, 2-3 years I've had these apps, I've only met up with 8 people. For the most part, only 2 of them really worked out. You know what I mean? I even dated one for like a while. Long story short, it is what it is. Mm-hmm. But they look like their photos, and I had a great time. But only 2 out of 8.
Why do you think you got catfished?
Maybe because I was just being... No, scratch that. I don't know why. It's just luck of the draw.
I don't know if it's luck of the draw. I don't think you did a good job in filtering these women.
That might be it. Like I said, I'm not that experienced with messing with them. I thought I was, and then for the most part, I would ask you questions. But see, I didn't even know about the authentic, like that check
verification.
Yeah, that verification check. Yeah. So to each is their own. Stuff that I need to learn about.
Stuff you need to learn. Okay.
But then again, I'm not even that active as I was, which is why I was debating about it. But now that I do know, I'll keep that
in mind.
Yeah, in mind.
Yeah. I mean, I was when I was talking with people. I mean, let's go through the before we get into your story. Talking about catfish and shit like that. What are the makings of like some telltale signs of like you could potentially be catfish? So like for instance, if they don't have a blue check, it's a little suspect.
Okay, now
if you only have like 1 or 2 photos, it's a little suspect. If you only have face photos, it's a little suspect. What else? You see where I'm going with this? What else is in your checklist of?
what's on my checklist.
Yeah, if you only have maybe filters, only if your photos only have filters, maybe, right?
That is a good one to point out. I was just about to say that.
What else would be in, like, I'm trying to like think out loud real quick. Like, is there anything that that you looking at like, damn, like maybe no bio, or like what is anything sticks out for you and you're like, you might be trying to catfish me?
If it's I think it's back to what like you just said. If it's just like the pictures you do have but no bio, or like maybe like good bio but like no real pictures, it's got filters on it, or it's just the face. Mm-hmm. So by all means, I don't even know why I went on the date, or the fact that they seem so pushy to meet me like in person. Like, oh, I've only been talking for like 2 days. You're giving me your number. Like, bet I'm otherwise doing something well, or you might be rushing it too.
Why do you think that's silly? First of all, that's silly. I've gotten a number in like 7 messages.
Like I said, I don't go on them much, so that's why I was.
I think your inexperience is like giving you all these ideas of shit that's
like
not.
I said,
sometimes it's taken me a week or two to get a phone number because I'm not on the app or whatever. Sometimes, dude, I start a conversation in the afternoon, and by 5, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock that day, we're texting.
I feel you. I think it just goes on to what you said. There's not that experience with it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then there's nothing wrong with that. It's just because I just don't go on them as much as other people do to know the little basic stuff. So it's a learning thing.
It is a learning thing, yeah.
If I can think of anything else that points out, I think you pretty much hit it like on the like doors, like, you know.
Right. These are like kind of telltale signs.
Exactly. And I wish I would have looked into that more, but hey, I'm still learning. Like I said, I'm new to the whole dating app thing. It's not that I don't have them; it's just I don't really use them.
I mean, I get it. I
don't have nothing like against them. It's just
right. I get it. I think it's hard for me to kind of take that in because, like, when I first got on dating apps, I spent like 2 months like just researching them and figuring out how they work and doing this and doing that and
that's
doing
why
the most.
I always felt comfortable. Like if I was doing something, of course I would ask you.
Right. Because I may know a thing or
2
or 3 even.
Yeah.
Okay, so that brings us back.
Okay.
And for those that don't know, the term catfish. You know, if you don't know the term catfish, why are you talking about catfish? What does catfish means even? Catfish is when you meet somebody, they don't look like the way that they look like in their photos.
Right.
Why do they call it catfish? Well, when you go fishing, I don't even know if you know the background for this, but when you go fishing, what you hope not to catch is a catfish, because a catfish is a bottom feeder fish. What you're hoping to catch is anything else. Trout, give me some red-tailed bass, give me some other shit. You know what I mean? Something like worth note. Let me some trophy fish. Give me some trophy fish.
Yeah.
But if you get caught and a catfish bite on your line and you reel it up, God damn it, I got a catfish. You don't want a catfish.
Right.
That's where the term kind of comes from. It's from fishing. Mm-hmm. So, reeling this back and going to your story.
Right.
You meet a girl. She's a very attractive girl on the face on Bumble. You show me pictures. Right. We put out the bat signal for the fans. Hey, it's my cousin. Gonna be catfish. I like that,
the bat signal.
We put the bat signal out. Hey, the fans answered.
Right.
75%. So 3 out of 4 people, if we were to question 4 people on the streets, 3 of them would say he's going to be catfished. 1 of them would say, I think he's got a chance. He might not be catfished. So that leads us to the day. So I thought it was a Thursday night.
It was a
Friday night. Because you just got off work. Okay.
Took a shower, did my thing.
So you were going into this date, though, already thinking like,
so wait, pump the brakes.
Okay, let me pump.
So on Thursday,
let me pump.
I was talking to you about it.
Right.
And I was thinking, okay, she really hasn't
You had talked on the phone though at this point, or
yeah. I got the
FaceTimes.
I got the number maybe like the first or second day.
Okay,
no problem. And then on Thursday we're talking. We talking, texting almost every day. Cool. It seems pretty dope. I had mentioned we were mentioning about social media. All right, cool. You got social media. Well, if you ever want to just follow me to know what I really, really look like, you can go right ahead. She was like, oh no, because I'm not trying to show mine either. I was like, oh, okay. Well, mine's connected to my Bumble, whether or not you want to look at it.
Right.
So the fact that hers isn't, that was already a thing because she didn't want to show it. I was like, all right, cool. Well, I'm not gonna bug you. I'm not gonna pry it. I was like, all right, cool. But then on Friday, she actually was like, hey, what are you doing during my lunch break? Nothing, just chilling, getting ready to get off early to go see you, whatever the case is for the big date.
Mm-hmm.
You want to FaceTime later? Ooh, bet. So now I'm thinking like, bet. I'll get to see what you look like live to determine how the date might be later on.
Right. Right.
Dope. And I think I texted you about it.
Mm-hmm.
I FaceTime. I was like, oh, hey. For whatever reason, she kept only positioning the phone to be above her. Not next to her, not in front, but like to where I can only see the face.
Like this?
Yeah.
Like an angle, like up. She has her phone above her head.
A little bit. Yeah.
And she's like, oh, hey.
Yeah.
Like this, right?
Like the phone above the head. And just
like you taking a picture like that, but,
yeah,
but
like
you're using it on a video chat?
Mine's on my car chilling right in front of me, or I'm walking around out and about. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever the case is. So, I don't know. I was like, all right, cool. Well, your face still looks pretty. Right. Just saying.
Right.
But obviously, she's not trying to show her body. I was like, oh, I'm not shallow. I don't care. If I'm vibing with you, I'm vibing with you.
Right.
So
if Gabriel wants to give you his pee-pee, he gonna give you his pee-pee.
I mean, everyone needs fix.
You dumb. Okay.
So yeah. So as I was getting ready, I hit her up, say I was on the way. We go meet up at Cover 3.
Okay.
And then, which I got from you. Thank you that and high five.
Cover 3 high five duo.
Yeah.
I'd never done it myself, but I figured it would work. They're right next to each other.
Oh, you never did it? I was thinking.
Oh, I've gone to Cover 3 on a date before. I've never
did 1 and 2.
Yeah. No.
Never.
But I figured it would work.
Never
well.
did the pick and roll.
No, but I figured it would work well for you because you're going on a date or whatever. You know what I mean? Like I just figured.
Like I said, man, we've been helping. Like that's one thing about me and Blake. Like he's always giving me tips about stuff, and I do it sometimes too. But like we've always helped each other out since we were little. So I was like, bet if you recommend it, I'm down.
Right. And
then besides, if it doesn't work out, then bet I got a chance to like try something new.
Right. Of course. Yeah.
So we went to Cover 3. Oh wait. So I meet her. I go park and I meet her like in the Cover 3 parking lot, which is right in front of like High Five too. And then she has the same car as I do, but just black, which was kind of cool. Mm-hmm. And then I go open the door. She comes out. I was like, hey. She stands up. She's as tall as I am. She had on heels. I was like, cool. She's a little taller girl. Yeah. I think she was maybe like an inch or two taller. She was really, really pretty, like in the face. She was obviously a bigger girl than like from her photos.
Okay.
I was like, okay, well, hey, it is what it is. Like I'm already here.
So at that point, did you feel catfished?
I want to say yeah, but then because since she FaceTimed me earlier, you know what I mean? Like I should have guessed because the way the phone was being angled, maybe she's not trying to show her body.
It was weird. You were telling me she was angling it up,
right,
up high.
Yeah, but anywho, I still went on the
That's deceptive though. Yeah. People do that, right? That's not good. No. Why do you think people do that? Why do you think people be deceptive? They think they're insecure about the way they look.
Maybe because I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes when I have you take a photo of me, I'm like, hey, can you redo that? You know what I mean? I don't want my other belly showing. But yeah, so hey, we all have our faults. I'm still gonna go on the date because I'm already there. And hey, if it doesn't work out, then hey, I don't mind trying to be friends.
Okay.
So then we go to Cover 3, we get to talk, and we're talking about past stuff, first date shit, yada yada yada. Right. Then I told her, hey, this is my first time here. It's also my first time going to High Five. This is what my cousin told me. We got there and there. We're both researching it on our phones because we don't know. We never been there. Come to find out, she's out of Georgetown, and I was like, oh okay. And then I guess she came across my profile randomly when she was close. So then we go to High Five. We actually have a better time at High Five, like you thought we would, because for some reason the food was obviously the food was better.
I think the food's better. Yeah, and I've never had a High Five, but I just think I've had Cover 3's food. It's just
yeah,
meh.
It was cool. We did bowling. I think we did bowling, and we did some video game stuff.
Okay,
and then we just chit chatted the whole time. It was a pretty good thing. We did our thing. As the night came to a close, I was walking her back to her car. She was like, hey, I had a really great time. I like the fact you were well organized. I was like, really? I was kind of just winging it. I just texted my cousin. And then I was like, hey, well, I had a great time too. And then that's when she hit me with the well, hey, it'll be cool if we can do this again. Do you think maybe we can go out? I was like, you know what? I am up for it. I don't mind going out. You seem like a cool person to get to know. you know, this is better than what I thought.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just cool with it. She said, "Can I give you a hug?" I was like, "Yeah, you can give me a hug." And as she hugged me, she was like really embracive with it, like not a bad way. She was just really, you know, really affectionate. I was like, "Okay, cool. You trying to like slide into second base?" And then she's like, "What? Am I allowed?" I was like, "Look, I don't even care. I've had like a couple drinks, whatever." So that's when she kissed me. I was like, "Oh shit, okay, bet." And then she was like, "You got thick lips." I was like, "I know." And that's when she did the whole
with two
makeout.
C's.
Yeah, with 2 C's. And then she did a real makeout session with me. I was like, but see, when she did that, I'm not saying she was a bad kisser, because she wasn't. She was a good kisser. It's just you like know when you like make out with someone if you want to take it a step further.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to.
Yeah.
And it was at that moment when
I think you just seem unattracted to her, man.
I think that was right there when I felt, oh, I'm not attracted to you because I'm not trying to kiss you. Like, not saying she was a bad kisser.
I'm not saying you're saying she's unattractive.
Right.
You're not attracted to her.
Right. Because there's times when I'm making out with like girls who I've obviously been with, because I've talked to you about it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bet I don't want you out this room, let alone out of my presence. But this time I just didn't feel that. So I was like, bet. I was obviously at that moment, you know.
What do you think that is? Why do you think that people are not attracted to people? If like people are good looking people, it's like a DNA thing, you think?
I think it's like when you finally make that intimate and like physical contact, it's like the spark isn't received on both sides.
What is that spark? Is what I'm trying to ask.
It's like a vibe. You can always feel a vibe with someone.
Yeah, what is it? Where's the stem? Where's the stem of this? Where's the root of this? Where's this come from? Is what I'm asking, right? Like, why are like some people, they think, for instance, like some girls think that Channing Tatum is God's gift to women. Some girls I know don't even think he's that good looking.
I mean, he ain't no Jason like freaking Momoa, but you know.
I mean, but it's interesting.
You know Aquaman.
Yeah, I mean, fuck it. He Magic Mike though. But why? Right? Why? What are the triggers? Like what inside of us? Like
that. It's just like
what inside of us makes the feeling happen?
I guess that like lust feeling.
No, I know it's a feeling. You keep answering me with feelings. Sorry. Like it's a feeling. It's a vibe. I know what it's like. I know what I know.
Yeah.
I know the overwhelmingness of like you're like, oh damn, the emotional state. But that's not what I'm asking.
I'm just mentally, like you're not mentally attracted to it.
Yeah, this is where I'm trying to get to. I'm trying to get past the emotional state. I'm trying to get to the mental state. Like, why mentally are you not attracted to? Would you not be attracted to somebody that's obviously you're attractive? I'm just not attracted to you. You know what I mean? You ever thought about that?
No, I get what you're saying, but no, I never thought about it like that. I would always just go off of a vibe. But no, like the way you just put it, like why aren't you mentally attracted to it? You know what I mean? And that's probably what it was. It was probably just because I just wasn't. She was great and everything. She can hold a conversation, but maybe it just wasn't the conversations I was into, and maybe because like I didn't like see myself.
I think were you disappointed? Would you say?
Maybe. And then now that like we're backtracking on it, I had no problem with the date, but it seemed that sometimes you know what? Going back to what you just said, and I'm sorry for not mentioning this earlier. For most of the conversations, I know I have a tendency to talk.
Yeah.
I'm a very vocal person. I've come a long way. I never could speak. So now that I can, I like to make sure the conversation is good so the date's good. And she kept complimenting me on that. And I was like, well, hey, I'm waiting for you to jump in. By all means, I love to listen to a great, intelligent woman speak her mind. That's the most, like, attractive thing I think I've ever noticed, like, in some women. The like stronger the better, because then when you can hold a conversation, that does it for me. And I don't think she did that. She
didn't stimulate your mind.
That's what it is.
She didn't stimulate your mind.
You said what you said. I think that's what it is. She just didn't stimulate me mentally, because I was like willing to make out with her because she kissed me. Right. That's why I said, hey, she was a great kisser. I just don't think she stimulated me like mentally. Not saying she's not a bright woman, because she's really, really smart. She like graduated and everything. She told me she went to like Texas State, this and that. She works for like St. Ed's. Like, cool, you got a great job and career. But for some reason, just the conversational skills wasn't what I'm used to. Right. Because I'm used to like, I talk, but I don't ever mind to listen. I love to listen. because then I have something to say back to you.
Mm-hmm.
And then also, like, you know, when you got someone who can snap back to talking shit, that stuff is attractive.
Yeah, snarky. I like that. I like
you
that.
know what I mean? Like,
wittiness. I like wittiness.
I love it when like someone can say something back to me, and I like look at her like, bitch. Okay.
Right.
And then I'm texting Blake like, yo, this bitch just
Wait, did you just say bitch? Say what?
like, this bitch just called me something. Hey, what do I say? And then, like, you know, Blake will obviously respond with the same thing every time. You tell that bitch.
I never said that, but I'll be like, you tell that girl.
But no, like, I think that's what it is. She just did not stimulate me mentally, and that's the truth. And I feel kind of bad because I think she was feeling me. I texted her the next day a good chunk of times. And then the day after, she just never responded. And I never texted back because I'm like, well, if you're not going to respond back to me after a day from there, you know, I'm going to wait because I told you, like, hey, you know, go do your thing. And, hey, talk to me tomorrow. And I even did a double text, too.
Well, but you did double text, but it was like one right after the other. So, like...
Well, no, it was like in a 10-minute time frame.
I mean, there's still one.
I feel you.
Still one right after the other, right? So,
but then, like, at that point, I'm like,
I feel like you're already looking for an out at that point, anyways.
Yeah, so that's what it is.
I'll be quite honest.
But I was trying to be as nice as possible about it.
Because if you wanted to hang on to the ball, right? You are trying to be nice, but I'm saying, if you want to play basketball, you'll hang on to the ball.
No, you got to shoot it.
I mean, if you want to play the game, you got to hang on to the ball. You know what I mean? And what I mean by that is, if in this case, if you wanted to play, you didn't want to play her game,
then I just passed it.
Yeah, you just passed the rock. That's what you did. You passed the rock. Because there's been times where girls rock out on, maybe say it's a first date or second. We'll call it first date. First date.
I know.
Well, people know. So what I'm saying is, you go on a first date and say you're texting back and forth. You're already like, I like this person. I want to get to know him again. But your level of investment in that person is very low still. Like, you don't owe them anything. You don't owe another person a lot of anything.
No.
They don't owe you anything, and you don't owe them anything. Cool. You don't have to text them back if you don't want to. They don't have to text you back if they don't want to. You know, so the fact, like, when you were just telling me a few minutes ago, I think it was like, hey, you know, they text, and yeah, she was kind of taking like an hour or two. But okay, who gives a fuck? Like, yeah. I mean, it happens. You're not the only person to tell me that, though. Like, there are girls that tell me, like, you know, like, guys get mad when they don't text them back. Like, and this is when they just first meet them, like an hour or two or something like that. And they get mad, like, well, I guess if you're not going to talk to me, then don't talk to me. You know what I mean? Like, and girls like, I'm at fucking work. What are you talking about, bro? Like, and so, you know what, man? I one of the biggest things.
I was just trying to get an outing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, no, I know what you're saying, but like, I want to get to my point though. One of the biggest things I've learned through dating is just having patience with girls. You give them enough like a slack to just, you know, because people are human, man. Like, I'm at work sometimes. I get a text. Like, I can't always respond. Sometimes it takes me a few hours. That happened too with girls I've talked to. Like, sometimes it takes a few hours. Sometimes they respond in a few minutes. Sometimes they respond in a few hours. So I've texted a girl one time, like, later in the afternoon or like early in the morning, like later in the morning, I'll say like 11:30-ish. And her back until like later on in the day, but we've gone on multiple dates. Like, that shit's happen. Yeah. It's not that she's disinterested in you. I feel like there's all this like, well, she's not interested if she's gonna text you back immediately. Bitch, she might be doing some shit. She might be living her life.
Right. Like I said, which is why I just gave her the space, and then I was waiting for a text back. I just never got one. So
well, and so this is where I'm gonna get to. So when there's a situation like that where I've had like this, where like somebody doesn't text you back, and you're like, fuck. You have two options that you play at that point. And one is you pass the rock and you just let it go and whatever. Two is you're like, I want to keep playing this though. I want to keep playing this game.
I just passed it.
Yeah, you passed the rock. You're not very, your interest level is very low.
True. And
that's not to say that again, this person's not attractive or like somebody's not meant for somebody or anything like that. I think that the thing here though is you're just not interested.
Right.
You're not interested, bro.
And I just gotta like stop trying to be so nice about it. Just like,
yeah, you need to stop being nice about it. You need to realize, bro. Like, I mean, and well, I'll come to that point real quick. But you need to realize that, yeah, you gotta be like, your level of investment with people is very low, especially when you meet them. Like, they don't owe you shit. And you like, as soon as you realize each one of y'all don't owe each other shit, And if you want to make time for them, cool. Like, you slowly work in time. So that's what I was saying. Like, when there's an instance like that where you make the option if you want to continue to play, here's Blake's playbook real quick. I let it, if I don't hear back from a girl, like say we go on a first date and something like that where you're texting into conversation and then nothing ever happens, and it was at nighttime too or whatever. So I don't hear back by the next day around that same time. I usually give it about 24 hours and I'll text, hey, how was, whatever, or I'll say something funny or send a GIF or something like that. Something very non-committal, right? And that doesn't come off as needy, right? And then hopefully you get a response. If you don't, you can send, I say, and this is just me, and some people might be like, let it go. You can let it go then. That's an option. If you really want to like, God damn, what's going on? I still want to play the game. I'm going to try. I'm going to give it one more. I'm going to give the old college try one more time. I wait 2 days and then I send one last text of like, hey, so how's the rest of the week looking? Maybe we can grab drinks on this day. I'll put some out there. If I don't hear back, then I know.
Done.
Then you know. Yeah, then you know. Don't do like what some guys do, is like call or text and text and text.
No,
like,
you don't got to worry about that.
Yeah, like that's very just like over like smother. Hey, the girl ain't a biscuit. You ain't got to smother like gravy, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like,
facts.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to do all that. You ain't got to.
I got you.
But I think in this case, you didn't want to play that game. No. You didn't want to do that. You're just like, you're gonna pass.
Yeah.
If people say pass or play, I'm a pass.
I passed.
I'm a pass the rock. I'll wait for the next pickup game.
Yeah, like that's pretty much what it is. Like I just, not saying she's not an attractive person, just wasn't for me.
Yeah. Wasn't for you. Do you feel, again, I'm gonna ask though, because you seem, now that we have all this context, do you feel like you were catfished?
No, not on this one. There's been other ones I can tell you stories that yes.
Where you've been catfished.
Oh my God, yes. Because I called you tripping about it.
Yeah. You definitely did. Why? But why? How do you get I'm trying to figure out how you get what is it, catfishing? There's so many different variations.
Oh my God, when you go and then the photo looks nothing like them, or it's a photo from like 4+ years back, and then now you see them, they're like, they have facial hair. And I'm like, whoa, you're still a woman, right? Like, oh yeah, dude, it's been crazy. Like I said, I got off of them.
What?
You're the only one. That has to be an episode for a whole nother time.
but
for catfishing, for me, I don't know if it's the same thing as y'all. That's why I told you, like, I don't know if I want to do it before I even did this thing. But hey, you said just do it, and then let's make fun of, and not make fun of it, but let's make a cool little thing about it.
Yeah.
If it isn't, it isn't. And like this one wasn't, because she looked similar to the photo. It's just that we didn't see the body, but at least her face was right there.
Okay.
See, catfish is when everything looks completely different from what the photo is, like almost a whole nother person.
It could be, right?
Well, sorry, that's my take on it.
I think there's lots of. That's what I was saying. There's lots of variations of catfishing, right?
Yeah.
Like it could be an entirely different person.
It could be a whole different person.
It could be somebody that has old pictures and they don't look like that no more.
And they're like 6-7 years older, or like,
right,
or like maybe it's like a body from when they were in their prime, and then all of a sudden they're like 3-4 kids later.
Yeah.
Bit. So that's what I've been experiencing when I say catfish.
They just don't look like the way.
I've had like the one of three. I've had the one who's had a photo that was from them in their prime, but now they no longer look like that. They're 2-3 kids.
When they thought them as prime?
Yeah. When they're like 2-3 kids later, and then not that I have a problem with kids, because I don't.
Right.
But like, yo, you don't look like your photos.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking nothing away. Not trying to be shallow, but you don't look like your photos. So that's right off the bat. Like, yo, you ain't being honest about that.
Right.
And then 2, I've had the one to where this doesn't even look like you. Oh, yeah, it was from, no, like the shade of your skin. Like, That's when I got to like text you, but like cold blue. And then the third one is like, yeah, like one time, this is for the 3. You're like, yeah, this is an older photo. I could tell it's you, but it's like, yeah, but this one's all dolled up, and then here you come to the date. You're not even like, you didn't even do your women duties, like your mustache or like your facial hair.
What?
Yeah, that was
no.
Yeah.
No.
That's why I told you I don't fuck with the apps much anymore, because like 8 out of or 6 out of 8. Like that's what I was dealing with. This one wasn't though. She's the 9th.
Well, why do you think you get catfish?
Oh, maybe just my luck. Maybe I don't need to be on the apps, or maybe I just need to like take my own advice and just up my standards and maybe like filter out the profile better. Like,
yes, I think that's where it's what I was alluding to, because like I've never had that problem,
dude. I've had that problem because I've told you, just maybe not in that detail, but
right?
I told you.
Well, I've never had like if I've never had that problem and you've had the problem, then where's the problem, right? Like, what is
in the area where I live, South Austin?
Wow, I live in South Austin. I'm trying to figure out where the disconnect is, so that way we can prevent this from happening to you. Like, why does this not happen to me? Why does this never happen to me in a year and a half that I've been dating and using apps? Why has this never happened to me?
Maybe because you got lucky. Maybe like you're in a good spot. I don't know.
I think it goes back to the filter. I don't think anything has to do with luck. I think it has to do with the filter.
I didn't even know that I can do that stuff. Well, I did know about the filter.
Well, no, I'm talking about, when I say filter, I mean your own internal filter. Like, are you just like swiping on girls and like any girl that gives you attention, you're trying to get their phone number? Like, what do you do to qualify a girl to even go on a date with you? You know what I mean?
Ooh,
like,
that's probably what it is. Like, I'm just like,
are they just to give you attention and you're like, yeah, let's go out? Like,
probably.
Yeah. Okay. So we need to fix this.
You know what? Like, I think, well, see, I've done that for like 2 or 3 only.
Okay.
But out of those 2 or 3, the 2 of the 3 was good.
Okay.
Because now that you said that, yeah, I've done that. I've like, they like they hit me up. I'm like, cool. Then maybe that day I get their number, maybe even 2-3 days later, but I'm still texting through the app. I'm like, cool. And then I meet up with them within that 4 days, if not the day of. And like 2 of those 3, like I met within that same week. And then out of those 3, one was like maybe that weekend because she lived in San Antonio.
Okay.
And she was beautiful.
Okay.
Same as one of the other 2. I was like, man, she's pretty too. So because I took that extra initiative to like meet them because they offered it, like cool. And then just that other one wasn't. So I was like, hey, just 2 out of 3 isn't bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's good odds.
You know what I mean? But then like the next 6 or 7, no.
It was not it. No, it was not
so
it.
So then like now I'm like thinking, well, maybe I just need to wait and just, now that I know about the verification stuff, just wait and look on that.
Wait and look on what? What do you mean? What does that mean?
Like maybe I shouldn't rush out to go meet them like off the bat. I don't know. I'm trying to go with you.
Well,
so I don't like make the same mistake as I've been doing consistently because I've gone like out with them quick. I just haven't had good luck.
I mean, I don't think it has anything to do with it. Luck could be a part of it. It could not be though. If it's consistently happening, I don't think that's luck. Like, luck is something that happens. You go to a fucking gas station and you buy a lottery ticket, once out of your 100 times, and you get $1,000, $10,000, whatever. That's lucky.
That would be dope.
That's lucky. But if you were to do that continuously over and over again, people start to get suspicious, and then it starts. You're like, what? How are you doing this? It's not. You're not just lucky. Like, there's some inside shit going on. You know what I mean?
I'm not doing anything different though than I did with the first 3.
That might be the point though. You're not doing anything different.
So that's why I'm like, well,
so maybe we need to change up shit.
So maybe I just need to like dial back and not like show the interest right off the bat. Or
I don't know about showing interest. Like, I think there's some preventative measures, I think is the right word that we're going to give you.
Okay.
Right. Preventative measures, like making sure, like, if you're going to swipe on a profile, do they have all their pictures? Okay, that's good. Do they have a bio? Okay, that's good. Let's aim for one more. Do they have their verification check on Bumble? Right?
I know about that. Yeah.
Yeah, like that, and that's going to help you too. Like, have you verified your profile yet?
I have. Yeah.
Okay.
At least I think I have, which I'll have you check in a minute.
Yeah. But is that girl's profile? Is it verified? Right? Like, these are all preventative measures.
Yeah, hers was not, because you told me that.
Yeah, I saw that she didn't have the blue check mark by her name, so I was like, ooh, she might be a little catty.
I was like, what are you talking about? And then boom.
And then I showed you the thing. So this is what I'm telling you, man. Like, there are preventative measures that you can use and take to try and stop from being catfished again, man. We want to prevent this. Please, we need a phone line. We need a GoFundMe. Let's help Gabriel stop getting fucking catfished.
I'm trying not to laugh because I'm like but I feel you, man. Like
I'm just trying to keep it real too.
No, and I appreciate it, and like like I told you from the jump. It's probably because I haven't been on it like that much, so I probably didn't take it seriously. Because like when I did the first 3, like real talk, like I just did it off the like whim, and it like worked out. And I don't think they had checks either.
Yeah,
and 2 of those 3 just happened to work out really well.
Yeah, they don't. And those, I think those are. I mean, there's people like that, and stuff like that. But like preventative measures, are what we're gonna need for you now.
So from now on, when I get like hit up on these things, which I am recently now, look for that stuff.
Look for those things, yeah.
And if I have questions, ask.
Yes, exactly that. Wow, this is a beautiful story about being catfished.
You talk about the other ones?
Oh god! I feel like that's another podcast there. It's so funny though. Like I was thinking catfish. Watch that MTV show Catfish.
Yeah.
You ever watch that shit? It's the same shit. Just on a. They got motherfuckers actually investigating other bitches. You know what I'm saying? Like,
because like I saw that episode that's famous for the dude who was talking like a girl, who was not a girl.
What?
Dude who was lying to this one dude for like a year and a half because it started off as a joke, and the dude like broke up with real relationships and sent money. Like it was bad. I was like, I don't know.
So one of the most recent ones I watched was maybe like 2 months ago. I think it was like in January actually. I was getting my hair cut, and they were following one of the former rap guys from the group Nappy Roots. You remember that group? Remember the group Nappy Roots?
God, yeah.
Oh no, hell no, boy! Y'all done up and done it, or they did all my life been po. Whenever that old man no more. Remember that song? Yeah,
we all do.
So he was in that group, and he was talking. Yeah, he was talking to this girl on. I think he said she added him after a show or something like that, but they met on Instagram or something like that. And then they exchanged phone numbers and, yada, yada.
So who was getting catfished? The dude from Nappy Roots or the girl?
So there's the guy from Nappy Roots. So I'll tell you right now. So hang on.
Oh my God.
So he's like, hey, there's this girl, and like, it's weird every time we try to meet up. She can't. Yeah, she can't. And it was just something weird. He's like, but she's really nice, and we text all the time, and she's very supportive, and yada yada. And so he showed pictures to the catfish guys, and like, damn, she's really pretty, and yada yada. So then they started reverse searching. You know how they do? They investigate the page, the profile page, and okay, it looks okay, kind of, but whatever. And let me check your social media, make sure you're real. And they reversed Google searched the person's image, and they found out. First of all, those images belonged to this other girl, and who was like one of Chris Brown's former girlfriends or something like that. And like she's some sort of Instagram model. And so they contacted her. They're like, hey, this person's using your photos. Are you talking to this dude from, Nappy Roots? And she's like, I don't even know who that dude is. And like, yada, yada. And they're like, fuck. So long story short, the photos were beautiful of who this person was. So whatever person it was pretending to be. And then it ends up the person is this like older white lady, kind of heavy set, and like not at all this kind of, I think she was kind of a light skinned black girl, like kind of model, like Instagram model type, like just small and petite. Yeah. Huh?
A Karuchi. All of Chris Brown's tights.
Oh yeah. But yeah, like that, it was a way different person, like when they finally ended up meeting her. So it was really weird, dude. But like this happens to a lot of people, and people are not, like, the fucked up thing is people are not afraid to catfish somebody, and people are out here being catfished. They're being victimized and shit. Like, that's fucked up, man. That's some fucked up shit. Like,
at least I'll let you know where I am. I give you my like echolocation where I'm at.
That's right. I need to know at all times. That way,
I put my like Snapchat like locator on, like, bet I'm here.
If I got to bring the helicopter and come save you, I throw down the ladder, like, take you away.
Like, I tell all my dates when I'm out, like, and about, like, hey, I'm just letting you know that my people know where I am.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, I'm just saying in case you like roofie me.
In case you try to rape me, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay, so try to kill me.
Just stating facts. Like, hey, it happens to us too.
It happens to guys too. Yeah, I've had girls tell me that. Well, my friends. Oh, yeah, tell my friends where I'm at, and like jokingly, and I'm like, yeah, my friends know I'm out too. They know where I'm at right now.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so interesting. Well, I wanted to kind of get that story, and thank you, and I'm glad we got to put this on wax. Fine, I need to get those videos from you.
Yeah.
Well, I know I'm a little tired right now, but I want to have you back on to tell more catfishing stories and do more stuff.
I've had good days too, but those were in person. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it's just that I haven't had good luck with the apps. But maybe I'm not doing what you're saying, like looking at
I think there's preventative measures.
Measures that I need to get on.
Yeah, you just get in a routine of doing and looking at and checking and being like, okay, I think if I do these things, this is helping me avoid getting catfished in the future. Because if I haven't gotten catfished yet, and I've gone on like,
and see, I didn't do no research prior. I just downloaded the app and just swiped.
Right. Yeah, I get it. But like, you have to have I think your own qualifiers when you talk to somebody to be like, are you even a real person? Are you a robot? Like, what the fuck?
I've said that, and then like, bet you're a real person. Bet I'm just letting you know. Whenever we meet in person, people gonna be know where I am. It's gonna be in a public place with cameras.
Right. And I'm bringing my own camera.
Lots of cameras and like APD somewhere around.
I'm bringing a cameraman.
Like I will call and be like, yo, I am a white girl and need you better come save me.
So you sound like a brown man. I can't.
I'm sorry, sir. You sound like a man.
Why you sound Mexican?
Well, I'm beating one. Oh, we're on our way.
Oh man, but I love the story. I love how we kind of got this cleared up. And I want to have you back on. Do you want to shout out your Instagram or anything like that where people can follow you?
I guess so. Yeah. By all means, if anyone wants to follow and laugh about these stories, and I'm always posting stuff with Blade. My Instagram is 0_GABE_5, which is just 0_Gabe 0_5. Sorry. Oh yeah. But I'm always posting funny stories because that's my thing. You'll probably hear more from me with Blake when I do more dates because he's always helping me with my apps. Like I said, preventative measures. So now we're looking forward to like more positive encounters.
That's right. Positive encounters, preventative measures. Everybody follow my cousin Gabriel. You can follow the podcast, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Unfiltered Bachelor. You can follow me, Money Blakeweather. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat. You can follow the show. iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, anywhere podcasts are. That's where the show is. Hopefully this helped you out. If you've ever been catfished,
it helped me. Now I know.
Hopefully this helped you out. It kind of gives you some frame of thought into maybe changing your approach. And if not, at least you got a funny story out of it, just like I did. So until the next time, it is Sunday. I hope you have a great morning, evening, night, afternoon, whenever you're listening to this. Have a great week. And until the next time, we'll see you. Peace.
Bye.
They drew me in so close.